Good times, sunshine, gonna be here in no time now. Bad times, gray skies, push them all away, turn them upside down. You're gonna break new ground, turn everything around. You're gonna live your life. There's a beautiful day headed your way. Keep your head up, up, up. You'll be okay. Beautiful day waiting for you. Just open your eyes. Yes, it's true. A beautiful
day. Welcome back to the Booga Box live stream. It's Tuesday. Hope everybody had a great weekend. Sorry we didn't stream last week. We had a few little things we'll kind of talk about. But anyway, I hope everybody had a great weekend. Don't forget to give the thumbs up, likes, shares, all that good stuff. Today we're going to be wrapping up some laser etch tags that I got made up. Little pumpkin faces. So hopefully we can see these. They're just little pumpkin faces. This one's a happy little pumpkin, you know. This one's my more evil little pumpkin head, you know, per se. And I got them in two different sizes right now. We're just going to wrap them with some 3/4 Persian, full Persian. So pretty simple little things. I actually got some more laser etching I'm going to do later tonight. I want to do up some earrings. I'm going to do some little cats and ghosts and stuff like that. So just creating up some little stuff here. Let me get some background music going here. I think everything's going well. I had to rehook up cameras and all that. Looks like everything's going. We're gonna go with it right now. Everything's looking good, so we hope everything's gonna work. Like I said, I already kind of started a little bit here. Basically, it's just full Persian without one extra ring in it, so pretty simple weave. Make sure I go on the right side. It's always the big thing when you go 3/4 Persian. And make sure I get close enough where I can see what I'm doing. But, yeah, last week we didn't get a stream. I was hoping to, but Tuesday just kind of got crazy. I went and got my hair cut. If you see my... Well, right now it's a little parted on the weird side. Well, actually, it's just... Every day it's been different. Oops, I forgot to put rubber rings on. Since I got the haircut, it was kind of all back in one. Then one day it was parted down the middle, one day it's parted on the left, one day it's parted on the right. So it's like whatever day the hair wants to do, it seems like. Most of the time I just wear a hat anyway, but... So Tuesday I did that, got the beard trimmed up because I had a dinner I needed to go to, and... yeah, if you're part of the personal page, you kind of know it was a weird experience. I was inducted into my high school's Hall of Fame for the band work that I've done, and it was just a totally weird thing. Felt so weird. I just went and, you know, everything I'd done was just because I had fun doing it, but, I mean, I'm okay with it. You know, I had fun with the whole experience and doing all that, but it was definitely weird. So far, everything's looking good up there. It looks like I'm a little bright, man. I put in this brighter light, and I like it for doing my chainmail, but I don't like it for doing the stream. So I've got to find a happy medium here. Come on, get back down over there. So I got to play around a little bit still with that. I was noticing that last time, but really noticing it today now that everything seems to be working rather well. Where's my wood? I was kind of I was having a little bit of issues getting the camera hooked back up because and that's what happened Thursday. Why I didn't stream Thursday? Because I had to take I haven't done the band stuff in so often, and I was wanting another camera, so I had to take this camera down that I use for my upper camera here, and then just kind of prepare for a big event. Well, Friday was a long day. I was up at the school early, had an assembly, a parade, then the football game, so it was a crazy week last week, and you wouldn't think it would be stressful, but I mean, for me, it was stressful. It was a different experience, so. Okay, I hope everything's going good. If I'm missing any comments, if anybody's gotten in here yet, sorry. I'm not seeing anything yet myself, but we're just going to keep plowing along. I seen Sean over there with Mailworks has gotten to streaming again, but I'm getting no notifications for when he's streaming, so it's kind of a bummer. Though I have been busy, so it would have been kind of hard in a way to catch some of them. But I've watched a few. It was a couple of days ago, Saturday, I let a couple just play while I was doing some other things, because that was the thing last week. All I did last week was just, if I had an order, I'd work on an order. But other than that, I didn't really get much else done, because I was just, in a way, stressing out. But and then Saturday and Sunday, I was really just more, I figured I was going to kind of recharge a bit, but then I ended up working on band video that I got and getting that posted, because seniors had their recognition. So spent some time doing that most of the weekend. Finally got done about Saturday or Sunday mid-afternoon, I think Sunday. I was kind of glad there was that our Chiefs game was Thursday night. Gave me more time to work on that. I've got that out. So Sunday night, it was kind of, I only got a couple hours. Just kind of vegged out for a little bit before I went to bed. And yesterday, it was more just getting everything back to normal, because normally I like to plan things out. I am kind of a planner in a way. Not of events that I like to do. It's more planning for the house stuff that needs to be done. But, I didn't have a plan. I still need to get grocery shopping done, because, like I said, last week just kind of melted my brain. Not something I'm used to. But I will say I had a fun time Saturday and Sunday working on video. I forgot, I don't do a whole lot of video anymore, so. And most of the time I don't have to be rushed. The video that I was working on, normally that's something I work on for 4 or 5 months, slowly deciding on, trying this, trying that, trying, different things. And I wanted to plow through it, so I did that, and it could have just gave me back that old rush that I used to get. Why is that so tight? Oh, I went through the wrong ones. So it was kind of fun getting back into that, Well, and I will say also one thing about Windows 11 now, with I got updated software for most of my programs. I finally updated those, because a lot of them I couldn't update because of I was still running Windows 7, so the processing of doing video is so much faster. I mean, it was already faster when I rebuilt my computer a couple of years ago, but with the software updates that I wasn't able to get, I was kind of living in slowpoke land. Things that were normally a 10-minute video would take me about a half an hour. It barely took like 12 minutes, I think. No, I guess it was no, that was the half-hour one that I did. But yeah, it was tremendously faster. The half-hour one I did would have normally easily taken 2-3 hours to process. The updated programs and everything, it was about, I want to say about 35-40 minutes max. It was crazily fast. I was just like, when I started it up, and before normally when I start up a process, I'll either go work on something else, do laundry, with whatnot. Before I even got up out of the chair after starting it, it had already gotten to 1%, and I'm like, that shouldn't have happened. And I mean, I kind of stood up, did a few things, and by the time I looked over again, I was already up to 3%. I was like, okie dokie. And so that first process was like, well, that was rather weird. That was actually the first video I guess I've worked on, though, since I've updated to Windows 11. So it's got another little plus, I guess. There's still some things I do not like, but I'm getting more and more used to it. Hopefully everything's looking good here. Now I'm actually just going to be working on this piece. I'm just going to extend it, because I'm going to be wrapping all these with the same thing. So instead of just making one and wrapping it and tightening it up, I'm just going to make a long strand, pull it apart to fit. In the long run, it'll be easier that way. Full Persian's not all that hard to start, but I just kind of figured that's probably what I was going to do. It's what I normally do if I've got several wrapping pieces that I'm going to do. It's not that hard, difficult to take it apart. It's not all that hard to start, but once you get it going, normally get in the rhythm, it's just easier to continue and continue, you know, at least for me. Though, no, I don't have it sitting. What do I do with that? I'm working on a piece of the Chemical X. I was hoping to get some of it done by Amy's tutorial last week. Got a little bit done, but again, I was busy, so I wasn't able to really get into it. And so that is something I'm hoping to get into tomorrow, actually. Since tonight I'm going to do some more laser work when I get some earrings made up. Out of scales with pumpkin thingies on it, whatever you want to call it. You know, maybe I should do another, you know, I got the dog bones and paws and hearts and stars that are just random all over. Maybe I should do little bitty pumpkins just all over some. And I guess I could do dog tags too. I believe I got some orange and black dog tags. I didn't have any black 1.5 inch round discs though. I was like, oh, what the... I've got a bunch of all the others, but yeah. And I didn't have as many orange for some reason. I had I forgot to put rings on it again. I normally buy the big bulks of them, but didn't have a whole lot of orange left, and I don't know what I would have used them on. I can't think of anything I used them on, but no idea why I don't have as many nearly, you know, normally get them in the 50 or 100 packs and whatnot. That was kind of weird. It could have been they were out of stock, I don't know. I know at one point in time I bought a mix, so maybe it was, I never got that because they were out of stock, so I bought the mix just to get some of those colors, and then separated them out in my stock of stuff, so. It's the only thing I can think of. I mean, I'm just always ordering crud. Actually need to get on and make another order here. I've got 2 projects I need to do that I want to do anyway. And then I got some rings I just need to get stock back up on. Trying to decide though where I'm going to go with certain things. And we'll get a little further on this. We'll kind of do a half wrap on one of these and kind of show you what it'll look like. I'm going to top it. I'm going to use some bronze and green when I put onto the necklace. I'm probably going to put one on a dog tab, one on some of my stainless steel welded necklace chain. I forgot to put a ring on there again, dang it. It's the biggest problem I always have. Though, I'm probably going to also, I'm going to wrap one with the rubber stretchy, 2 of these with the rubber stretchy, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to do full metal half Persian, or 3/4 Persian here, and wrap the other 3 in an all metal version. They take I mean, there's a trade-off between using the rubber and stuff. Rubber will stretch around it, which is kind of nice in a way, but the metal one you can get fit nice and snug up on it. Metal one's going to take a little longer. The rubber ones here take less because you're not messing with many rings, but the rubber rings cost more. So there's always that trade-off trying to find that middle ground. And it ends up being pretty middle ground though through my calculations. Time saved compared to the money spent, equal. At least on this size ring. Wrong way. Other side. There we go. I've done that before. I switched it. Though, ooh. Oh man. If I switch, we wrap around, but I switch to the other way. The inner would be the other. What is it? I don't know. I'm just kind of wondering if I could do like a wrap 3 with 1. If I switch over, I'd have to figure out where I'd have a couple overlaps. So, sorry. Brain thinking outside the box sometimes. That's what will happen here when I'm working outside of a stream or whatnot. I'll be working on something. Another thought will come to me while I'm sitting here playing around, and sometimes I'll stop and kind of play with that idea. Sometimes I write it down. Sometimes I forget to write it down and forget about it till, you know, there was a couple things that is like a year later. It's like, I thought of that before. Why didn't I do anything? Oh, I was busy doing this. That's probably why. I don't know where they're gonna hang up the griffin head inlay that I did. Luckily, they didn't show it off too much at the school for the assembly and stuff. They did bring it to the dinner. It was a little weird, but okay. They showed it off there. I mean, that was cool too. I mean, the whole thing was just weird. I got up there and spoke like a bumbling fool. I honestly don't even remember what I said. So, there was this article I read a couple weeks ago with all the. Oh God, I can't believe I'm going to talk about Taylor Swift. Really? It was an article about fans that go to Taylor Swift and they have memory loss of the event and stuff. And when I first read the headline, I was like, okay, what kind of crazy nonsense is this? And when I started reading it and how they were explaining it, I was like, you know what? I think I kind of have that a little bit. It's something within the brain when you get overstimulated and everything. You kind of have a memory loss in a way. And I've kind of had that in a way since I was a kid. Honestly, when I was a drum major in high school, I honestly do not remember one event of being up on the director's stand and directing as a drum major. I kind of got in the mode, did what I needed to do, but I can never remember actually being up there. All the events I remember, it's like I remember them in third person because our band director would videotape our performances and we'd watch them and critique ourselves and work and improve. So everything I have a memory of us actually performing on the field is me from watching the tape, because being up on the podium doing it, in the mode, I just don't remember it. And then it happened again Wednesday night when I had to get up there, and I'm not a speechy kind of guy. I talk on these streams, which is very, very much outside my comfort zone, to be honest with you. I can do it, I think, because I don't feel like people are watching me, which, I mean, I don't have very many viewers, so that kind of helps too. I don't know what would happen if I had a ton of viewers in here. Who knows, but yeah, I kind of have no idea what I've talked about. I didn't have a planned speech or anything, so that was a whole weird thing. That kind of tweaked me out Thursday, because I was like, man, I do not remember any of what I said up there. I'm sure it was a bunch of mumble jumble, because that's me. That's me. And you're probably used to it. I mumble blah, 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 here all the time. Hopefully I'm in view. You know what? I'm sitting here doing all this and we never did change camera angles. Doofus. Alright, let's get here. All that time I'm sitting here working, you guys are just staring at my ugly old face cam. Sorry about that. There we go. I'm sitting here pointing out things on the table and I look up and I'm still looking at myself. Alrighty, well, here, we'll do a quick today. So basically what this will do is just wrap around it, fit in the little groove of the 3/4 Persian. And you want it to be you don't want it to necessarily stretch too much, but you want it to be somewhat snug. So we still got a little while to go on this, and then we'll put a bigger ring through the middle here, and that's where I'm going to put some bronze and probably a little bit of green for like a pumpkin topper. But that's basically how that'll go. The full metal one will be the same way, but you got to weave the metal one onto it. I mean, you have to weave this one onto it too, but we're going to pull this apart. Once we get further, I guess it'd already be big enough for a small one now. Need to make sure that was my one thing when I was laser etching these up, is make sure I could have used the full face of it, but then I would have covered up part of it with the wrap. So, and I guess it depends on the wrap you use. You could have done it like a JPL wrap or something, but I like using the 3/4 inch Persian on that. So that's how that'll come out. And now that I switched cameras, is it not showing anything on that camera? It's on. What's going on there? It's got like a locked. There's nothing's going on. I'm showing. And that's happening on my system here too, so. upside down. Okay, this is weird. Okay, now I'm back. I don't know what happened. I didn't make any changes whatsoever, but now it's back. Again, I'm showing all that and nothing happening. Sorry about that. I thought things were going to go good. I should have known better. But anyway, that's what the little one would look like here. It looks like, oh, my video is starting moving. On the big one again, since it wasn't viewable, because on this big doofus. It's not quite big enough around. We want to kind of have to wiggle it around to get it on there pretty good. But that's how that'll look when it's done too, so. Taking quick looks over there. Alright, let's get back to weaving. After all my screw-ups here. Where am I at? Weave it down, up and over. There we go. And let's go ahead and open a few of these up. Alright, like I said, it was a busy week. I had a fun week. I mean, after everything's over, it was fun and neat. I don't ever probably want to do anything like that again. I don't think I'd have to ever worry about that happening again. I honestly never thought something like this was going to happen anyway, but I am thankful for it. The band parents and the band kid that brought up the idea to the band parents. I mean, I was blown away by that. I mean, there was parts of me that wanted to say, no, I don't know if I want to do this, but I was like, man, I don't want to. Y'all feel like it, you know. And at first, it was just a nomination. I was like, yeah. I've had the Flags nominate me before for a couple things, and you know, I was just like, you know, nothing's going to come much of it, so no big deal. But then it became a big deal. But glad it's done. But I'm also glad I kind of did it. Other than they asked if we wanted to do the parade, and I assumed the other we had 3 Hall of Famers this year. I thought the other 2 were going to be doing the parade too, and I was the only one that showed up for the parade. I was like, oh man, this is so weird. But I will say, the thing about the parade, it kind of came full circle in a way. I've watched a lot of parades. I've marched in a lot of parades. I was a drum major in a lot of parades. I've been to a lot of parades as a helper walking with them. So, I mean, it was like I was in a parade now as not any of those. So, it was different, fun, glad it's over type thing. I'm glad my wife was feeling good. She was able to go to the dinner. Couldn't make the game for the inductions, but that all got kind of, I told everybody it was going to be halftime on that, and then it ended up being pregame, so. But it was a windy, coldy night. Oh man, I was a real little rixicle up on top of the press box, so we got up there to do video, and doogie, it was windy up there and cold. Daughter helped me at pregame because I had stuff to do, but then I also played. It was homecoming, so I normally go back for homecoming. They invite alumni back, but play fight song with the band, so I enjoy going back and playing that every year. Didn't do it last year, but last year was a funky year, so I mean, it was kind of a bummer to miss, but in a way I was kind of glad. Me and the wife, it was our anniversary actually, so worked out perfect. We've had to give up a lot of anniversaries for the band stuff that I've done, and I'm glad she, you know, allows me to kind of do. I don't want to say it, but it sounds bad whenever I say it. The wife allows me to do this, but I mean, in all reality, I mean, we gave up a lot when our kids were in band. And then when we got married, didn't think about kids and school and all that, what they'd be doing, and ends up being right there at the beginning of the school year, kind of, and busy if you're into any kind of fall activities. So it's good to last year be able to do that. We didn't really do much this year. But it was just, you know, it was just kind of a crazy with my brain over this past month has just been a lot of things I would normally catch I didn't. Now I'm hoping it's not because I'm getting older, to be honest. It's like hopefully it's not, you know, me just getting old and senile. Hopefully it's, you know, everything else going on. Partially, hopefully it is, but, you know. I'm ready to get back to normal. I think that's what kind of yesterday, that's what I kept thinking all day. It's like I just need to get back into my normal rhythm of stuff. Anniversaries, birthdays, all that, you know, is done. So, though this next weekend, hopefully, this Saturday, I think me and my youngest, we're going to cruise up to Trenton and watch a band competition. My conga band's going to be there, but just want to go see a competition. I didn't get to one competition last year, and that had been like, what, 20 years since I'd not been to a competition, so it was kind of strange last year. Want to see one, so hopefully we're going to do that next weekend, this coming Saturday. Though the daughter is going to be a little busy. She's having kind of a week, a good week for her, I hope. She's getting a little stressed out, but I have to say I'm proud of her. She's saved up and has done things that she needs to do, and she's looking at purchasing her first house. So, all on her own. She's worked at it and been looking, and I'm proud of her. I mean, I don't say much to her about it. She's thinking, well, I'm just like, I'm proud of you. Don't trust me. So, hopefully, if that works out, maybe that'll be a little stress reliever for her too, just to be able to get out and not have to think about things. That's what the band kind of stuff has always been for me. It's been, whenever I get to go to an event, I don't think about other things. I'm just there for, sometimes a few hours, sometimes it might be a day event that I just kind of get to relax. I've actually told the band directors before, it's coming out and doing this stuff, it's fun, and it's almost like a little vacation, because I don't have to worry about anything. All I'm thinking about at this point, having fun, seeing the band perform well, watching some other bands, so going to the band stuff is a stress reliever for me in a way. Now, when I'm videotaping a lot, at that point, but, the thing I had about doing the videos of that is it's always just one take. You got one chance to get everything right. I mean, they're on the field doing it, and they're under pressure doing it, but I also feel a little bit of pressure myself. It's like, man, I don't want to screw up and not get this event. And that's why I normally try to take multiple cameras, so if I have one screw up, at least I have something. But I have fun, so maybe that'll be a little stress reliever for her this weekend too. I know she's happy, then she gets stressed, like, oh, what am I doing? I'm signing this big old giant thing, and it's like, what? She's going to school. She's been paying for school. She's going, so she's not going to have all that debt to pay back, because she's been doing it, paying it when it's time to do it. So, she's going here locally, so she doesn't have all the extra stuff to pay for, and so it's been cool. What are you doing in there, Ring? Okie dokie. I've got a, how am I going to get you out easy? I guess this way. I have a 16 gauge rubber ring in there that I didn't notice when I put on the ring. So you come out of there, let's put you in there. Alright, that was easy enough to fix. At least I caught it then. I don't know how I didn't catch it when I was putting it on, because it is so drastically different. But yeah, proud of her doing that. Hopefully my video is coming through here. I'm a little jerky on Facebook. I might need to make some minor adjustments to some of my settings still. I'm up to about 50% CPU, but everything's in the green, so that's good in a way. So hopefully the video and everything's coming through good, audio. Like I said, I rehooked everything up. And where are we at anyway in our time? We're about half in, probably. Yeah, half an hour. So I do want to thank everybody again. If you're joining us now, or if you're watching us, I do thank everybody for joining us. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, like, shares, all that good stuff. Find us on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. Tuesdays and Thursdays at 12:30 p.m. Central Time. For at least till Christmas. Again, at Christmas, normally I try to reevaluate some things. Last year is when things got crazy, and yeah, to say the least. So hopefully this Christmas season into the next year will be a little smoother transition. We'll figure things out when we get closer. We have a couple events coming up here. I don't remember exactly our November event at Oak Park's Craft Fair, and then we do the Winnetonkas the first Saturday of December. Looking forward to that one. I always look forward to that one. I missed last year. We had paid for it and we're supposed to be there, but everybody got sick, and it was beginning of December is when everything went to crud for us last year. Didn't start kind of getting better till February. So hopefully this year will be smoother. I'm so looking forward to going back to there and getting in some more events for this year. I was hoping to get in a few more, but I was doing some looking, but I'll be honest, I didn't look super hard because I had so much other going on. I was trying to plan, things I don't normally do. So I was hoping to find one here at the end of October. There might be a few that I could possibly still get into, maybe. But I'm kind of, I do need to get some stuff made up. I've got orders coming in online, so that is keeping me fairly busy. Don't forget, we got laser etching things we can do. We got all kinds of tumblers. I got all kinds of new little trays, and if you ever think of something that you might want etched, if it's not something I currently have that you haven't even seen pictures of, I got all kinds of stuff I haven't taken pictures of. And some things I've got tests that I haven't done on yet. Some new products that I haven't put any etching on yet to show. So, or I can find them. So I can do custom etching on. I can do etching on personal items. There are caveats to that because you just never know depending on what you're looking at. There have been some things that I'm willing to give a go, and we've had good luck. There have been some things I was afraid to do that ended up working, and there have been a few things that just didn't work. And I try to let everybody know up front, especially if it's a personal item. I'd rather do it on things that, if you screw it up, you basically have a backup kind of thing when it comes to some of those. So, but I'm this time of the year, I'm going to start. I have gotten some over the past couple months anyway, so hope to do some more, as always. And normally I do have that little end of the year rush close to Christmas, more local, because a lot of people will say, hey, yeah, they're looking for something. They're like, hey, yeah, he can do it fairly quick for you. As long as I don't get too many things, I can get things done pretty quickly. Oh, I did it again. I did it twice. There are bigger rings. How did I? Okay, there's none in this pile, but there was 2 in the pile. I'm not seeing any more. I've got a couple more 16 gauge rubber rings in this. You were fine, but I gotta pull you out anyway. Come on out of there. So I gotta go down a layer. I missed that one. I don't know how those got mixed in. They're so drastically different too. How did I miss putting it on? That's what's getting me. They don't stretch nearly as much. They're much thicker. Alright. Oh, my knee is killing me. Let me readjust on my chair here. Let's see. Is everything going still pretty good? Looks like it. So, alright. Like I said, I'm just going to keep continuing this. I'll probably work on it for a little while. I mean, I know I need to be, I'll be able to kind of get a guide for how much I'm going to need. I don't mind if I have more left over, because I don't know if this is, I guess this, I'm kind of playing around with an idea and I got that going. I've got this going. I've got several little chunks of stuff that I'm working on, and I stopped working on them because I need to change colors, and I didn't have the, I'm out of tubes that I put in my thing to hold places. So I got so many rings out, it's insane. Most I've had out in a long time, and I just keep moving them, playing, trying, testing when I got the chance. And A lot of this just sat out because I was working on custom orders the past week when I was only doing orders. So this just kind of pushed aside and piled in with the other stuff that I was working on. All orders are out though. I haven't had an order take more than 2 days so here over the past couple months to get out. Most of the time I get it out within that day. I got enough stock of everything that I haven't had to worry about letting anybody know, you know. Nothing huge. Well, I take that back. There was one order. I guess I did have to wait for some rings, but they were perfectly fine with that and knew at the time. So I let them know. It's like, you know, we can refund or go with different color, or we can wait, whatever you want to do. So it was a previous customer, so they were more than willing to wait. Got that taken care of. Let's see here. Not a whole lot planned really here. Next little bit. Like I said, I didn't have anything planned. I know I've got some stuff around the house I need to get caught up now that we're starting to get in the winter. Fall. The trees are definitely leaving. So here, probably not this Saturday, but next Saturday we'll start our weekly Saturday runs to the leaf drop-off area. I'll fill up during the week. Normally I fill up a bag a day. Take up the bags on a Saturday and start it over the next week till they close up shop because it's never ending. Though I will say this year, if I get a better fall than I did last year, it should help in the spring. Trying to get into new rhythms when it comes to that because of the band stuff that I used to do. Still, like I said, I'm still doing a little bit, but gives me a lot more time. But I've been spending most of that time in chainmail. Do you have an extra 80 hours you just want to blow? Do an inlay. You got an extra 3 months and 180 hours, do you a shirt? Or a jersey. Well, I guess it depends on the size rings you use for a shirt. You can make a shirt pretty quickly if you're using like 5/16, 3/8 inch rings, or even half-inch rings. But my shirts are, and inlays are small, or biggest rings are 1/4 inch rings. So last one I did was 3/16 inch rings, and that one took, that was 88 hours to do that inlay, this last inlay. Got it done fairly quick. It was about a month, so you know, about 20 hours a week. Broke down to about, yeah, I think it was almost 4 hours a day average. I think it was. On the day, there was 2 days that I didn't work during it. Oh, I forgot to put rings on again, dang it. Well, this is definitely large enough for one, the big one. Now it's time to add enough for 2 small ones. And then we pop it apart, like I said, so you just come in, you pull out 2 rings. 1 ring fully goes, 1 ring you pull out, drop off the other 2 rubbers, put it back together. Actually, you leave it open so you can wrap it around and do your thing, so. Let's see here. Like to wiggle it on there just to make sure. Rubber rings make it a little tougher. The metal ones will go on. Oh man, really? I got a screw up in my weave here, right there. I guess that one should be. No, I switched directions right there. I did. Well, I guess that's a good place to pull it out. Let's see here. I guess we can pull it apart here. I wanted to keep going, but flipping directions there, that's not going to work. I will say, I think that's one of the things that I have a problem with on doing the stream. When I'm not doing the stream, I'll have minor screw-ups on occasion, but when I'm jibber-jabbering and looking around at everything. Alright, so then this one's just going to come out, drop those. And then I guess I might just pull off a few depending on here. Like I said, normally I would have measured it and pulled it, but I got to pull it apart here no matter what anyway. So, and then we'll come back and see where we're at to close it up around this. Alright. I guess I'll have 2 starter chunks, unfortunately. Let's see here. That one will go there. I'll probably need from there out. So this one comes out. Next one is my removal. Oh, that kind of sucked. Can't believe I did that. Or didn't catch it. I should have pulled it apart and held it up and looked at it a little more, but stuff happens. I'm probably not in camera angle here. Move. But that's what I like about the chainmail. Normally you can fix the screw up. I wanted you on there, it's still oh well. The actual will come out, will open you, put you through. Closing these can be a booger sometimes. You would think sometimes it'd be easier to do with rubber to close these up, but most times it's not. Alright, let's make sure I got the same turn here. And then just going to connect you. And then we'll come through and I think weave this other one in through there and pulls all that together. That's going to be the next hard part because you gotta, those need to split, come together, you need to split, you need to be over on top, you need to be under, and through. Actually, memory. You need to come over that and in between those. Up in there. See, when they're metal, they're gonna just be there and move out of the way. With these rubber ones, they kind of want to collapse on you. Alright, so. And move around that, flop around instead of being a solid piece. Alright, so that one's there. Go below. Get under. And then you. What in the world? Is that why? This is not a 3/16 ring either. Why do I have so many rings in the wrong spot, man? Wrong container, because that's way smaller than what it's supposed to be. Alright, so we need to come through, grab those two under that one. Okay, we got that part done. These need to get in there, so you got to. Alright, let's see here. You got to come under that one, but not both. There's that. Grab these two. No, get on there. Get on there. You got to come back. This one's got to come up and over it. Where's my little... Maybe... Probably out of range here on the camera, but jeez. Pain in the booty. Alright, back around. Oh, I got it on the wrong side, seriously. Yep, I sure did. Thought I had it right. Alright, come back out there. There's that. Just go there. Just gotta go in between. And above. Give me a drink here. Much rather close this up with the metal rings. Alright. I need to get those two. There you go. Alright, now. Where's my... I need my little key poker thing. It's a part of a pick lock set or something like that. I got it at the store, but I use it to put through where the ring needs to be. And then I can normally weave the ring through that same area. Through there. And it needs to be on that side. So that one just needs... Actually, I've got it flipped. How did I twist that? Yeah, I got that whole thing twisted. Maybe that's part of my problem. Because I got it all tweaked. It's doing like a, alright. Make sure we're going the right ways this time. Alright. That should be right. Kind of like when you make an infinity rose, and we kind of give it a twist. Kind of doing that, I never really twisted it. Half Persian, or 3/4 Persian. So you'll need to be below. Get my thing here. Shouldn't have to do that, right? Side. And what is so weird here? Maybe I should have started with the metal one. Because that's the rings that I need there. That would be fine. That's right. Going the correct way. Alright, that's correct. Keep finding a weird little screw up. I haven't looked around a while. I'm not missing anybody's comments or anything. Don't think I am. I'm not seeing any. If I am missing, I'm sorry. Alright. And then you gotta go on the outside. You go on the outside. And that side of the ring. There. And then on this side of that one. Alright. So, this is the ring that's got to go through all that. Right through there. No problem. And then pull that on through and pull that out. Then it's got to come back down through here. So I'm going to come back up. And I need to grab those innards. Come on. Not through the metal. That side through. Right there. Oh, what a pain. Alrighty. So there we go. Finally. Here's our wrap. Put this through. We're getting our time. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Alright, so we'll stretch this around, then kind of wiggle her down on there and snug her up. I might have been able to go one smaller. I didn't want to put a full stretch on it. So, and then what we'll do, let's see what a 1/4 inch would look like. We'll use a bronze 1/4 inch here. Probably don't need it to be a bit opener than that. And this is that one smaller ring. It needs to get out of the way. We want to come through, see if we can get through all of that, maybe. Let's start coming in there and there. Should get us through that hole. And come up through that one and that one. Maybe? Kind of wanting to connect it all together with this ring here. This is what's going to help it stay on, so if it does come off, I'm not liking how tight that is right there. Yeah, let's go with a bigger one. I think that'll play better in the long run anyway. Let's go with this one might be too big, but we'll see what happens. We want to grab. Let's see here. Should I? Yeah, we at least need to get through that one. So let's open this up a little further, though. Come here, pliers. Jeez. I'm back out there. We're going to get it. I don't like opening it too far, but we've got a lot of stuff to get through here. I don't want to scratch anything, so. And then I want to come up through that one. And then just around everything else. What it should do is pretty decently, I think. Everything back twisted. Let's see here. Is this where I'd want to put some? Let's see. Let me get out a couple of these. A couple of our little. It's not going to get in the way of the face on that side. Another one on that side. And then. I don't know. I almost want it to stick up. Let me close it. I'd rather them be kind of more at the top than dangling in front. I mean, it's not bad, but I'd rather it be more up there somewhere. Tell you what, let's take them off and we'll just use, should I use a green? I guess I could use a green. I'll just use some, do I have a small, any smalls? No, I need to get out small green. I don't have any small black, yeah. I guess I could do the orange, but now I'm just kind of thinking if that's on a necklace and kind of hanging, come down with a, just dangle off the top, just dangling up there maybe, coming up off of that, still have a ring dangle. I'd rather it be in the center though, maybe if I put it off of that side. Let's see here. Let's try. If we go through this one, and the other one the other way. It's gonna put a little stretch in there, but I think I don't know if it. Kind of worried this ring was gonna be too big, but it's not too bad. Come here, come here. Oh, I was hoping we'd get more done today. But I guess, I mean, I didn't actually think I was going to finish up a piece for the most part. That just dangles to the side. This is up. If I come on the other side of this, so we've got a dangle on the other side. That'll help hold that up. So I don't like the stretch I'm going to be putting on that single unit. Well, let's just put it on there, see what it's going to look like. Like I said, it's kind of a reversible, so I kind of want to be able to have a... Get off that. Let's go this way. So you can see I mean, I guess it looks like that can go on either side, so it would flop on either side. I don't know if I like that or not. Gotta figure out something there. Just not. I'm kind of thinking. I told it, I'd have to leave that there. I don't think I could go changing that. If I was to pull those up together with another, and instead of just hanging off of one little ring up there, maybe make it more of a stem. I can use, once I get this through, that's going to hold those up. Actually, why don't we use the 1/4 inch for that, and then I could already go smaller. And then maybe, alright, I know there's 2 of you there. Put one on the, is that going to cover that? Might just give us more of a bunch, and then one more to go through the necklace. Should I go another smaller though is the question. Let's see here. That's not too bad. It's a little different, but well, let's go ahead and go to the other cam here since we're getting close anyway. I can find, oh, I gotta wake up the mouse first. It need to be wakey. Alright, so, it's not bad. I still think I'm gonna change up maybe a little something there. I don't know. Maybe tweak it off to the side. That's one side of it. Let's check the other side here. Well, it's not bad. I mean, it's better than what I was thinking it was gonna be, so, I don't know. I like to play around with it a little bit. I'm pretty happy with it. It's not bad, but well, oops, give me more to work with, I guess, here shortly, as I will continue to work on this. So it is our hour. I'm going to go ahead and get this shutting down. Take care of the cats and whatnot. But I do want to thank everybody for joining us. If you made it through. Hopefully Thursday will be a little bit better. Facebook's looking a little weird to me. I'm going to make some more setting changes to my streaming, and we'll hopefully be back Thursday without any issues. Well, we will be back Thursday. Hopefully we won't have any issues. So, but I do thank everybody for joining us today. Don't forget to likes, thumbs up, shares, all that good stuff. Check us out on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. Yeah, I'm not getting many notifications myself for other places that I watch. So if you're following this and you're not getting notifications that we go live, let us know. I'm trying to figure out what's going on there because I'm not getting notifications myself. So anyway, I hope you all are having a great week. It's Tuesday. We'll be back Thursday. So y'all have a great week till then. Well, no, past then, I hope too. So peace, guys.